Live text access training for real-time intralingual subtitlers. This is Unit 3, IT Competence. In this presentation, we will be dealing with Element 1, Input Tools. The topic of this presentation is editing software. This video lecture has been created by Sapti Access, an accessibility service provider from Italy. My name is Enrico Pigliacampo and I work for Sapti Access. I am an Italian guy with short hair, a beard, and I don't wear glasses. I will be displayed in a box at the top right corner of each slide. The learning outcome for this presentation is that the trainee can use editing software for both verbatim and sensating. In this video lecture, we will see how editing software works, and I will give you a list of editing software programs as an example of what you can find on the market. Editing software for verbatim and sensating. In this video lecture, we will try to identify some characteristics that editing software should have. The first general characteristic is that text editing should be fast and easy. In real-time intralingual subtitling, it is important to go fast in order to keep up with the pace of the incoming speech, and the editing software should not be an obstacle but facilitate the process. More than one person should be able to work on the text at the same time. In many situations, both a speaker and an editor, or more than one, work on the text at the same time. The editing software should make it easy for them to work together without creating conflicts. It should make it possible to change text size and font, which varies in different events depending on the specific needs of the end users. The software should also be highly customizable to meet the needs of professionals and help them in their work, and to adapt the output text to the needs of the end users. Editing software should make it possible to create a list of names, places, acronyms, and any words that are likely to be used frequently during the event in which you will be. The list should include any words that are likely to be frequent in your assignment and that the speech recognition software will not be able to recognize in respeaking. When you are producing real-time intralingual subtitles, the editing software should make it possible to quickly select and edit any error. As it is quite common for two people to work together in real-time subtitling, the editing software should make it easy for them to work together. Usually there is a speaker or velotyper and an editor. The editor must be able to edit the text at the same time as the subtitler is re-speaking or typing. Many programs also enable you to search words online if you need to check the correct spelling of a name or place, for example. When there are many speakers and it's difficult to identify them, especially when interactions are really fast and there is a little delay in the appearance of the subtitles, colors are the best solution to identify them. Editing software should make it easy to change colors and have the option of having the list of speakers and their matching colors always available to the subtitler, so that they don't have to think about which color to use. This is also useful if you need the text after the event for reporting purposes, so you can always identify who said what. The text should be editable after the event too, and it should be possible to save it in different formats for different purposes. For example, for meeting reports, to give it to clients, to send it to the students, and so on. Please remember that in some countries, the text produced by the subtitler cannot be made available to clients after the event. You should check the legislation of the country where you are working. Verbatim and sensatim are related to the way the professional creates the subtitles and not to software characteristics, which are usually very similar for both. Verbatim subtitles are a word-for-word transcription of the speech without features of orality, while sensatim subtitles are more focused on the content of the speech than on the words used. Whether you are aiming to produce verbatim or sensatim subtitles, there are some technical features that may help the subtitler in their task. An editing software with a good automatic speech recognition option is very useful for the creation of verbatim subtitles. Since the subtitles need to reproduce the speech word for word, an ASR tool gives you the opportunity to focus on editing. By contrast, if you want to produce sensatim subtitles instead, a subtitler is necessarily involved in the process, so the software must be compatible with several input tools, which depend on the specific technique you will be using, re-speaking or typing. In some contexts, such as TV shows, cultural events, ceremonies, and so on, part of the event follow a script. In such cases, it is often possible to receive the script before the event and prepare the subtitles in advance for the parts that follow the script. This is what semi-live subtitles means. Semi-live subtitles are prepared before the event and synchronized live during the speech or broadcast. Real-time subtitlers step in to produce real-time subtitles for improvisations and when there are impromptu moments such as speeches by award winners during an award ceremony. The editing program must make it possible to prepare the semi-live subtitles in advance and easily add real-time subtitles during the event. Nowadays, multicultural events are very common and are a challenge to subtitle. Usually English is the common language used in this kind of events, but many people find it difficult to follow the subtitles in English when this is not their mother tongue, especially if the subtitles are very fast. On the other hand, it is not always possible to have real-time interlingual subtitlers, especially if users come from several countries. Some editing programs offer an automatic translation option via machine translation, so that the users can choose their own language and read the subtitles more easily. Bear in mind that the quality of this automatic translation option may vary widely, depending on the language pair involved, sound quality, speaker's accent and speed, topic and frequency of out-of-vocabulary items, and so on. This is a screenshot of an editing software program. On the left, you can see the pre-editing section. In the first column, there are all the proper names and difficult words to recognize that can be grouped into different categories. The second column has a list of articles and pronouns. In the upper section of the middle part of the software, there are three buttons: the menu button, Start Demo, and Respeaking on or off. In the middle, there is a square where you can check the images and see how the subtitles will be displayed. Underneath this section, there are several forms of the most common verbs, to be and to have. Under this list, there is the punctuation area, with all the punctuation marks you usually find in subtitles. Under this section of the software, there is the text you are creating. First, the subtitles that are being edited, and then the text to be edited. In the bottom part of the screenshot, there is the post-editing part of the software, which shows names and pictures of the speakers. Finally, on the right, there is a column with comments. Enter, delete subtitle, unselect, and delete. The last column on the right shows a list of words similar to the one that is being edited. Examples of editing software. This is a very short list of available editing software on the market. There are many more, but we chose to include the ones we use the most in the LTI project. Text on Top is a very versatile software program which can be used in many different situations. It offers a good automatic translation option which makes it very useful in multicultural events. Fab Subtitler Live is mostly used in the subtitling of TV shows. It connects easily with the equipment used by broadcast companies. WinCap's QLive is also very versatile and can be used in different work environments. PerVoice offers a complete subtitling workstation to create real-time subtitles and edit them. It also has an automatic speech recognition option, which is very useful to create verbatim subtitles. Respeakers Online has been created by SwissText for real-time subtitling in the classroom. It enables students the possibility to add notes to the text produced by the subtitler, and the text can be saved afterwards. Google Docs can also be used as a platform to create and share documents. It also has a speech recognition option that you can test. Summary. To sum up, the suggestion is always the same when talking about software programs. Try out several solutions and find the one that works best for you and your needs. Exercises. Exercise 1. Visit the web pages of the editing software programs cited on slide 16 and identify the most suitable software for each working environment: cultural events, parliamentary assemblies, broadcast, workplace, education. Exercise 2. Download the demo version of at least one editing software from among the ones presented in slide 16 or one of your choice and try out its functionalities.
LTA Live Text Access, Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona, SDI, Internationale Hochschule, Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici, ZDF Digital, European Federation of Hard of Hearing People FHO, Velotype, Subti Access, European Certification and Qualification Association ECQA. Co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. Erasmus Plus project 2018-1-DE01-KA203-004218. The information and views set on this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies, nor any person acting on their behalf, may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.